I got some feedback on the last video, so I'm making a revised video with more information and gameplay. If you haven't already, go watch that first. It will be linked down in the description. While I won't necessarily provide a full rundown of what I did to create the port, I will give a short description and show what I mean. I'm also providing you all with a link to download the original mod from the website I got it from. Bear in mind that it will not work with ETLegacy in its current state, although if you download the original game from somewhere like GOG or Steam, then it will work fine from my experience. If you only wanted to know how you can do what I did for yourself, skip to this timestamp shown on screen. As you can see, I'm showing off more gameplay of the mod for ETLegacy here. The mod changes quite a few textures, along with full model changes for weapons, supplies, and helmets. I don't claim to own this mod, neither do I claim responsibility for this mod being around. I'm simply the guy who's working on porting it to ETLegacy. You might have noticed that I use the word working, and that would be correct. For some reason, the port likes to break, a lot, and right now is one of those times. As of the writing of this video, the port is not working correctly. I have a few guesses as to what is going on, but I have spent hours trying to fix with no luck. Here is my best guess. The default pack 0 and the ETLegacy PK3 files are overriding the custom mod PK3 file. Here's a diagram. The ETLegacy file up here gets loaded first because its name is first alphabetically. Then the pack 0 file is loaded. That's the file that came with the original Wolfenstein ET. Then my port is loaded, which I specifically start with the letter Z so that it is loaded last, and therefore overrides the previous two PK3 files. However, parts of this mod's files are not being loaded properly unless the game defaults to the original textures. However, with custom models such as the helmets, it creates this yellow and black texture that can be seen here. I have been trying my hardest to get this port in a stable state where I can share it, but unless someone out there knows exactly what the problem is, it may take some time before it is fully complete. In the state it was in when I recorded all the footage that you've been seeing, I would say the port was 85% there with only a few minor bugs and missing textures. So now I'm going to explain what I did and how I did it. So I thought I would just explain how I ported the mod to ETLegacy, and here we have, this is the file that you will download from the website. This is the one, and this is what you'll see when you open it. And this is the important file right here, is the Star Wars Beta 4E PK3. These images and README, you can just ignore, they're all on the website anyway. So what you'll want to do is, if you didn't know, a PK3 is just a zip folder, but with a different extension. And so if you open it in 7-zip, you'll need to download 7-zip. I don't know if it's possible without it. You'll be able to see the zip folder here, and these are all the replaced animations, icons, sounds, all these things. And the most important ones are in models. And if you go into models, and let's say you go to players and temperate, then you have allied axis, you can go to allied. Here's all the stuff for your players, and in common it has all the things that both use. And so if you want to port it over, what you'll need to do is get a folder with this same file structure. So here I have, this is my install folder for ETLegacy. And I have already created a demo folder called Z Star Wars. It starts with a Z in order for it to run last, if you remember. I want it to run after all the other PK3s have run. And so if I open it up, you'll see models, players, temperate, allied axis common. This is the same file structure. And so what you'll do is you have this, you go into here, and players, temperate, allied. Let's say you want to get cap.md3. So you'll need to open, no, not that one. You'll need to open this one, and then you will take cap.md3. For our examples, I will just be having it on my other monitor because it's bugging me right now. And I will just click and drag it into the new folder. And as an example, here it is. And I will just do that for every single file. I usually just do them in batches. And then once this is in here, so we'll put it in there. Once it's in there, then you'll close this, and then you'll have this, and you'll go back to this, and you will send it to zip, and it will make a zip, and then you rename it to a PK3, and boom, there is your new PK3. You put that in ET main with all the other PK3s plus a couple other things, and that's exactly how you do it. And that's all for today. If you think I missed something, feel free to let me know down in the comments. I'm still working on fixing the problems with the mod, but I'm still new to modding ETLegacy, and thus my skills are growing with my knowledge through trial and error. Thanks for watching, and don't be a casualty.